Have you ever witnessed a grown man break down in tears over a car? I have, and let me tell you, it's a sight that's hard to forget. There's something about the bond between a person and their dream car that runs deeper than just metal and paint. This wasn't just any car. It was a pristine, cherry red 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB, the kind of car that turns heads, stops conversations, and makes people dream a little bigger. It was a real beauty, the sort of machine that lives on posters and in childhood fantasies. The owner had poured his heart, soul, and a small fortune into making it perfect. He brought it to the car show, beaming with pride, ready to show the world what years of hard work and dedication could achieve. With a deep breath, he turned the key, expecting to hear that legendary engine roar to life. But instead, the engine coughed, sputtered, and then disaster. Smoke began to billow from under the hood, thick and ominous. In a matter of seconds, his dream car was engulfed, turning into a bonfire right before his eyes. The crowd gasped, and the owner could only watch, helpless. That image sticks with you. It's a harsh reminder that sometimes the car you dream about isn't always the car you should actually own. The reality can be far more painful than the fantasy ever lets on. We all have that poster car, the one we stared at as kids, imagining ourselves behind the wheel. But when fantasy meets reality, things get complicated. That dream car needs oil changes, insurance, and sometimes a fire extinguisher in the trunk just in case things go wrong. The gap between dream and reality is often filled with unexpected repair bills, terrible gas mileage, and more than a little regret. The costs add up quickly, and the excitement can fade just as fast. True wealth isn't just about what you own, it's about what you don't waste on a beautiful disaster. Sometimes, the smartest move is walking away from a money pit, no matter how shiny it looks. So before you drain your bank account for a flashy ride that might leave you stranded, let's take a step back. Let's put our emotions aside and take a test. We're going to look past the shiny paint, the roaring engine, and the badge on the hood. We'll ask the tough questions that matter most about reliability, cost, and what really fits your life. Because the perfect car for you might not be the one you've always dreamed about. It might be the one that fits your needs, your budget, and your reality. So, are you ready to find out if your dream car is truly your perfect match or just a beautiful money pit waiting to happen? Meet Dave, a high school shop teacher whose old pickup finally died. For years, that truck was his reliable companion, hauling tools, groceries, and even the family dog. But now, it's nothing more than a driveway ornament, and Dave's left, staring at a problem he can't ignore. The repair bill is more than the truck's worth, and he needs a new ride fast. The mechanic's estimate is enough to make anyone's wallet shudder, and Dave knows sinking more money into this old clunker just doesn't make sense. Dave's got a family, a mortgage, and about $5,000 saved for a down payment. Every dollar is spoken for, and there's no room for mistakes. His kids need rides to school, his wife depends on him, and the bills never stop coming. He can handle a small monthly payment, but every dollar counts. The family budget is already stretched thin, and Dave knows that even a small misstep could throw everything off balance. He's got a week to solve this. No car, no work. Each day without a vehicle means missed paychecks and mounting stress. The pressure is on, and the clock is ticking louder with every passing hour. This isn't about buying a toy, it's about survival. For Dave, a car isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. The difference between keeping his job and letting his family down. Dave faces the classic dilemma: new car with a warranty and big payments, or used car with no debt but more risk. The shiny new models are tempting, but the price tags are intimidating. One path offers peace of mind but financial strain. The other, freedom from debt, but the risk of buying someone else's problems. It's a tough call, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Dave's problem is everyone's problem at some point. Sooner or later, we all face the same crossroads. How do you get the most for your money without getting burned? The car world is a jungle of confusing options and hidden dangers. From pushy salespeople to fine print, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. One wrong turn, and you're stuck with a lemon. And for someone like Dave, there's no room for costly mistakes. Dave isn't just buying a car, he's making a decision that will impact his family's future. The clock is ticking, and every choice matters. For Dave, and for so many others, this is more than a purchase. It's a leap of faith. Dave starts his hunt at a used car lot, scanning rows of vehicles under the bright dealership lights. The air is thick with anticipation and the faint scent of new tires. He's not just looking for a car, he's searching for the next chapter of his life, a decision that will shape his daily routine for years to come. He finds a 2015 Honda Accord, reliable, 90,000 miles, $12,000. It's a bit plain, maybe even predictable, but it's the kind of car that rarely lets you down. The Accord is known for its dependability, and Dave can already picture himself driving it to work, running errands, and taking family road trips without a second thought. With his down payment, the loan is manageable. The monthly payments fit neatly into his budget, leaving room for groceries, bills, and maybe even a weekend getaway now and then. It's a safe financial move, one that brings peace of mind. Then he spots a 2012 Audi A4, sleek, 110,000 miles, $11,500. The price tag is a little lower, but the car is a different beast entirely. It's got that European flair, a sense of sophistication and adventure that the Honda just can't match. The Audi is tempting, luxury, style, and a whiff of excitement. Dave imagines the thrill of driving it, the admiring glances from neighbors, and the feeling of owning something special. It's a car that makes a statement, but luxury means expensive repairs. A simple fix could cost thousands, and parts aren't always easy to find. The thought of unexpected bills lurking around the corner makes Dave hesitate. The Honda is the smart choice, reliable, cheap to fix, and any mechanic can work on it. Maintenance is straightforward, and surprises are rare. It's the car for someone who values peace of mind over flash. The Audi is a gamble, thrilling to drive, but potentially a financial nightmare. Every joyride could be followed by a costly trip to the shop, and Dave wonders if the excitement is worth the risk. Dave imagines himself in both cars, the responsible dad in the Honda, or the cool teacher in the Audi. Each car represents a different version of himself, and the choice feels deeply personal. This is the classic battle, head versus heart. Logic says Honda, but desire whispers Audi. The salesman pushes the dream, not the car. He paints a picture of excitement and prestige, hoping Dave will bite. Dave thinks about his budget, his family, and that little thrill the Audi promises. He weighs the practical against the passionate, knowing this decision will echo for years. For so many buyers, this is the moment of truth. It's not just about cars, it's about identity, priorities, and dreams. Safe bet or exciting gamble? The answer isn't always clear. For Dave, this choice could make or break him. The lot is quiet, but in his mind, the debate is louder than ever. Just as Dave narrows it down, his tech-savvy daughter suggests electric. He laughs. Teslas are out of reach, but she sends him a link to a 2014 Chevy Volt. It's a plug-in hybrid, 38 miles electric, then gas kicks in. He finds one for $13,000, more than the Honda, but with big fuel savings. His commute is 30 miles round trip. He could drive to work and back on electricity alone. Charging at home, he could save hundreds a year. But doubts creep in. It's a 10-year-old electric car. What about the battery? Replacing it could cost more than the car is worth. Range anxiety is real. 38 miles is fine for work, but what about longer trips? The Volt is a step into the future, but also into the unknown. The Honda is safe. The Audi is risky. The Volt is a wild card. Which risk is worth taking? The devil you know or the devil you don't? Dave's options just got a lot more complicated. Overwhelmed, Dave calls Sal, his mechanic friend. Sal listens, then gives it to him straight. The Audi? Run away. At 110,000 miles, it's a ticking time bomb of expensive repairs. The Volt? Cool tech, but a 10-year-old battery is a huge gamble. If it fails, you're out thousands. The Honda? Boring, but it'll start every morning. Cheap parts, easy to fix, and reliable. Sal says, you're not buying a car, you're buying transportation and peace of mind. The Audi is a vanity project Dave can't afford. The Volt is high risk, high reward. The Honda is the only sensible choice for Dave's situation. The dream of the Audi dies. The Volt's appeal fades under financial risk. The path seems clear. Or is it? Sometimes logic wins. Sometimes it doesn't. Dave has a decision to make. Dave feels relief. Decision made, Honda it is. He cleans out his old pickup and finds a forgotten envelope, a pay stub from his college job at a classic car shop. Inside, a business card, Valentino's Classic Restorations. He remembers working on a 1973 Datsun 240Z that summer. On a whim, he checks the shop's website. Amazingly, it's still there. In the for sale section, The same orange 240Z, $8,000 or best offer. It's less than the Honda, and he knows this car inside and out. Suddenly, logic is thrown into chaos. This isn't just a car. It's a piece of his past, a story, a connection to his youth. It's beautiful, iconic, and completely impractical. It breaks every rule Sal just gave him. But it's not just a car, it's a memory. The logical choice is under attack by nostalgia. Here we are, Dave at a crossroads. On one side, the 2015 Honda Accord, reliable, affordable, the responsible choice. On the other, the Datsun 240Z, a piece of his past, a risk, a dream, is a connection to your youth worth risking your future. This is more than a car decision. It's about security versus passion. What would you do? Head or heart? The story isn't over. Dave has to choose. Will he find a flaw in the Datsun? Will the Honda dealer make an offer he can't refuse? Head to the comments. What would you do in Dave's shoes? Let's hear it.